All right, a live look here in Atlanta, Georgia, courtesy of EarthCam. Good morning to Atlanta, Georgia. We do appreciate you watching this Monday morning. This is where a Biden-era green energy rule may be threatening hundreds of manufacturing jobs. This involves production of certain water heaters in the Peach State.
Correspondent Carolyn Ryan is live at this manufacturing plant in Griffin, Georgia. She has more. Carolyn, why are Republicans trying to stop this rule from taking effect?
Hey guys, let me set the stage for you a little bit. So in the final days of Biden's administration, after he had already lost the election, his Department of Energy pushed through some last-minute rules targeting home appliances, particularly water heaters. And what happened was they said, you know what, you can only buy the water heaters we tell you you can buy. By the year 2029, we're going to ban all non-condensing tankless water heaters. Well, that's a big problem for a company called Rinnai because they manufacture those very water heaters, and that is where we are today. Rinnai is located in Griffin, Georgia. It's about 60 miles south of Atlanta, and it is the leading manufacturer of tankless water heaters in North America. And 550 of its employees, including about 300 factory workers on the line here, could lose their jobs if this Biden-era rule takes effect. Now, the good news for these workers is that Republican lawmakers, including the congressman who represents this district, Representative Brian Jack, they are fighting to overturn this Biden-era rule with what's known as the Congressional Review Act. I caught up with the congressman earlier this morning.
The Congressional Review Act is a tool that Congress can use to nullify, repeal, cancel, whatever verb you want to use, but effectively eliminate a regulation imposed by the executive branch within a 60 legislative day window. I'm very proud of the efforts, the entire Republican conference unified around this approach. And I was able to share with each and every one of my colleagues just how important this bill that we passed last week is to our congressional district. We got 300 employees that are manufacturing these water heaters that could be without a job if we weren't able to do what we did.
And joining us now to talk a little bit more about this is the president of Rinnai, Frank Windsor. And Frank, we just heard the congressman there talk a little bit about this Congressional Review Act, that it actually passed in the House. It now goes to the Senate, which it is widely expected to pass in the Senate. You guys have got to be feeling pretty good. I mean, it sounds like all of these jobs here could, in the end, be spared.
Yeah, it's been an amazing 2-year journey. We've been working with the Department of Energy, trying to help them understand the decision that they made in banning non-condensing tankless water heaters, which is a very efficient technology here in the factory that we just built 2.5 years ago. So we were really excited to see the CRA get passed in the House. We're looking forward to the CRA moving into the Senate. We know the vote's going to take some time this week, and we're looking forward to our 2 Georgia senators, Senator Ossoff and Warnock, to step up this week and really support Georgia manufacturing, Georgia jobs, and provide a future for all these great team members that we have working in our factories today.
Yeah, and talking a little bit more broadly, I mean, these types of regulations, these climate regulations that we saw a lot of Democrats support, especially during the Biden era, they have wide-ranging implications beyond just manufacturing jobs, really the cost to consumers. Talk about that side of it.
Yeah, I think they don't take into consideration the impact. So in the water heating change that they were going to put in place, it was a $1,000 impact to the consumer. When you look at that across all the appliances that people have in their homes, whether it's a stove, whether it's a furnace, whatever it is in their home, that's going to add incremental costs. And unfortunately, the consumers today aren't aware of it. So it's really incumbent on the DOE to really speak to the consumers and help educate them on the impact that this is going to have in the future for the homeowners and for the people of this country.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Frank, for joining us. And that Biden-era rule was supposed to take effect starting next week. But while this Congressional Review Act is making its way through Congress, in an abundance of caution, Trump's new Department of Energy head, Chris Wright, went ahead and just postponed this rule until it makes its way, the CRA, through Congress. We'll see what happens. But the hope here at this factory in Griffin, Georgia, is that they are going to dodge a major bullet, and hundreds of manufacturing jobs here in America potentially will be spared, guys.
Absolutely, and not just the jobs, but the potential political fallout for Georgia senators to watch how they vote. Very crucial, as the president of Rinnai spoke out with you there. Excellent reporting. Carolyn Ryan, that was great. Thank you so much.